What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all doing well. Hope you guys are doing absolutely wonderful. I am doing good. I cannot complain. And even if I did, it wouldn't do much good if I did. Do I have a video for you guys today? Get this out. Yeah, check this out. Excuse me. You guys know, I mentioned this before, I am an investigative journalist by trade. I've been doing it for years. Forgive me, I've been trying to use something here, and my shirt is turning me into the background here, and probably not the best shirt, but anyhow, so forgive me of that. Chroma key is kind of a funky thing, but hey, it's wild and wacky if it's my theme. So, side note, forgive me. So, I have a treat for you guys. I have a notebook VM video overview. Now, what I did here, this is created by AI. Yeah, I know, AI, that so-called AI thing. But get this, everything that's in this video that you're about to see is actually from me. So all the sources I provided to this thing is all me. So there's nothing super fabricated. The only thing is I'm making it easier on myself to do this by actually having AI kind of do a lot of my heavy lifting for me. So this just makes it a lot easier for me. It's a great tool. It's been absolutely wonderful editing this on Google Vids, and yeah, so easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and so Geminator, which I nicknamed Gemini, the Geminator. He's gonna step in here. He's my AI host, and he's gonna explain this whole thing, basically what investigative journalism is, and what it really means to be an investigative journalist, and how you can become one if that's ever a field that you're interested in. And it's a very good explainer video. I'm actually very, very proud of how it came out, and I'm really excited to show it to you guys. So, hope you guys enjoy, and we'll catch y'all in a moment once Geminator is all done and rocking and rolling, and go from there.
Hey, truth seekers, the Geminator here, beaming into Kyle's wild and wacky world. Today, we're cracking open the secret handbook of real-life detectives, not the ones in movies, but the investigative journalists who dig for truths that some powerful people would rather keep buried forever. Let's get into it. You know that feeling, right? When you see something or hear something, and a little voice in the back of your head just goes, that doesn't add up. For most of us, it's just a passing thought. But for an investigative journalist, that little gut feeling, that's the spark. It's the tiny flicker that can ignite a massive search for the truth. Now, let's be super clear. This isn't about chasing celebrity gossip or trying to score political points. Investigative journalism has a very specific and a very important mission: to find facts that serve the public interest. We're talking about things that protect our rights, our health, our money, basically the stuff that really matters. So, how does one of these epic investigations even start? It's almost never a single aha moment. It's way more interesting than that. Let's pull back the curtain and see how a case file actually lands on a truth detective's desk in the first place. A case can literally start anywhere. It could be that gut feeling we talked about, a journalist's intuition that, say, one little scandal is actually part of a massive systemic cover-up. Or it could be something as simple as just noticing an official driving a ridiculously fancy car that their salary could never pay for. It could be a secret tip, a clue buried in another news story. It all starts with paying attention. And check this out. This is a brilliant example of that in action. A blogger in China just started noticing that in official photos, a lot of government officials were wearing these super high-end luxury watches. They just used a little common sense, did the math, and realized there's no way their salaries could cover that bling. That one simple observation sparked a massive investigation into corruption. Okay, so you've got your hunch, the case is officially open. Now it's time to hit the pavement, gather some clues, and start talking to people. But here's the thing. As any good detective will tell you, not all sources are created equal. And this distinction right here is absolutely crucial. A primary source is someone who was there. They saw it with their own eyes. They were a direct participant. Or it's an original document. A secondary source, on the other hand, heard the story from someone else. You always, always want to talk to the person who actually saw the event, not the person who just heard about it from their cousin's friend.
And this is where it gets really intense. I mean, just imagine you know something huge, proof of major corruption or a dangerous crime. But speaking up could get you fired. It could threaten your family. It could literally put your life in danger. People are often terrified to come forward, and you know what? They have very, very good reasons to be.
This is exactly why protecting sources is the bedrock of this whole thing. It's not just a nice idea, it's a core ethical duty. When a journalist gives their word that they'll keep a source's identity secret, they're creating this sacred bond of trust. That trust is what allows the most important and often the most dangerous information to finally see the light of day.
Every great detective needs a toolkit, right? Well, for the modern journalist, it goes way beyond a magnifying glass and a notepad. We're talking about some seriously wild and wacky gear and digital techniques that can uncover secrets like never before.
Let's be real, sometimes the only way to prove that something bad is happening is to actually catch it in the act. Going undercover with hidden cameras and recording gear, it's one of the most powerful and, one of the most controversial tools in the detective's arsenal. It's risky, but man, it can deliver some undeniable proof.
But hold on, you can't just go full-on secret agent whenever you want. There's a strict ethical rulebook you gotta follow. The story has to be of massive public interest. It has to be the absolute last resort, meaning you've tried every other possible way to get the story and failed. And you can't pretend to be someone like a cop or a doctor. Most important of all, you cannot entrap someone. You can't trick them into committing a crime they weren't already planning to commit.
But it's not all about hidden cameras and secret meetings in parking garages. Nowadays, maybe the most powerful investigative tool on the planet is the one you're using right now, the internet. You can crack a case wide open without ever leaving your desk. And this right here is digital sleuthing at its absolute finest. It's just brilliant. When a horrific video of soldiers committing a crime surfaced, officials flat out denied it. So what did the BBC team do? They used satellite images to find the exact road and buildings in the video, and then, get this, they analyzed the angle of a soldier's shadow to calculate the path of the sun, which allowed them to pinpoint the exact date and time the video was filmed. The digital proof was just unbreakable. Wow.
So a hunch is great. A source is even better. But to really speak truth to power, a detective needs a case that is absolutely 100% bulletproof. You have to build a mountain of cold, hard proof that nobody, and I mean nobody, can tear down.
It all starts with forming a hypothesis, and then asking the right questions. So, let's say you think a new highway is super dangerous. You don't just state that as a fact. You ask, how many accidents have actually happened here? That question leads you to traffic reports. Were there flaws in the engineering? That leads you to technical experts. Did the construction company cut corners? Well, that question leads you to insiders and former employees. See, every question points you toward a new piece of evidence. And sometimes, the proof doesn't come in a neat little folder. Sometimes it comes as a digital tsunami. The Panama Papers was one of the biggest data leaks in history, and it exposed exactly how some of the world's richest and most powerful people hide their money in secret offshore accounts. The scale of this was just mind-blowing. We're talking more than 11.5 million secret documents. Let that sink in. No one journalist could ever go through all that. It took a global team of hundreds of reporters, all working together for months, just to sift through the data, connect the dots, and follow the money.
So, after all the digging, the secret sources, the crazy digital sleuthing, the data crunching, why? Why does any of it matter? What's the whole point of taking all these incredible risks?
Because this work, it actually changes the world. It gives a voice to people who have been silenced or ignored. It shines a bright light into the darkest corners of power. These investigations have forced governments to change corrupt laws. They've reopened murder cases like the death truck tragedy. They've exposed horrific abuse in care homes, which led to real, meaningful reform. This is what accountability looks like in action.
So there you have it. The secret handbook is open. The amazing thing is, the tools of the truth detective are more accessible now than ever before. So keep your eyes open, stay curious, and never, ever stop questioning the world around you. You just never know what truths are out there waiting for you to find them. This is the Geminator signing off.
What's going on, y'all? Nope. Isn't Gemini wonderful? I love AI. AI is absolutely stellar when it comes to that type of stuff. Yeah, I love my career. I always have loved my career. Everything I do, and everything that I have been through, and just sometimes you just closing thought I have from that video is sometimes you just got to have that kind of a desire to make a difference. That's kind of where I come from in my experience, in my passion for investigative journalism. Now, journalism is one thing; it's documenting everything else and everything else, but actually investigating, looking into it, like it said in there, you're not just looking at the service themselves; you're going deeper than the service. You're really looking into the core issue or what it really is, and um, finding out the who, what, when, where, and why of it all, and really, really diving deep into this whole thing. I mean, I remember, what was it, going through the whole Walmart deal. I mean, I was there doing that, and that was pretty much what the whole investigation on that was. Is they were basically treating their employees like crap, and I wasn't going to stand for that. And so um, I stood up for the employees who were basically being treated like crap, and I made things right, and made Walmart own up to their own mistakes, and they did it. So I had to expose them for the flaws that they were, but you know what? They shouldn't have been doing that crap in the first place, and they wouldn't have had that issue. So what are you gonna do? You screw up, you get caught. It is what it is. But anyhow, I just wanted to go and see y'all there. We're going in this video here. Hope you guys really enjoyed this. I really, really enjoyed putting this together for y'all. Y'all take care, and we will catch you guys all soon. Y'all take care now. Love y'all.